Hello friends, there are now many theories regarding the end of Game of Thrones going around. The season 8 will be the last season and Emilia Clarke has already revealed that its ending will be shocking to fans. Now there is one theory that says what if A Song of Ice and Fire is exactly a song that could kill the White Walkers? Sure, this sounds pretty dumb, right? Well, the Reddit user shared convincing remarks and insights. He said, the only confirmed ways to kill the White Walkers involve magic. This includes dragon glass, which are magical, confirmed by G.R.R. Martin, used by the children of the forest, Valyrian steel, which are infused with Valyrian magic, and the fire from the dragons, which are magical creatures. First of all, we know that there is the prophecy of the prince that was promised, which involves a song. This means that there is an actual song, but as to what this song is, we don't know. The song itself is not the prophecy, which is what I think many people are misled. They think the prophecy is the song, when in fact the prophecy is about the prince that was promised, who has a song. Which is all true. In the books, the prince that was promised is said to have a literal song of ice and fire. Let's look quickly at the text from A Clash of Kings when Dany has a vision in the House of the Undying. The man had her brother's hair, but he was taller, and his eyes were a dark indigo rather than lilac. Aegon, he said to a woman nursing a newborn babe in a great wooden bed. What better name for a king? Will you make a song for him? The woman asked. He has a song, the man replied. He is the prince that was promised, and his is the song of ice and fire. He looked up when he said it and his eyes met Dany, and it seemed as if he saw her standing there beyond the door. There must be one more, he said, though whether he was speaking to her or the woman in bed she could not say. The dragon has 3 heads. He went to the window seat, picked up a harp, and ran his fingers lightly over its silvery strings. Sweet sadness filled the room as man and wife and babe faded like the morning mist, only the music lingering behind to speed her on her way. Now, it's unclear exactly what this song is, but the way it's worded in this passage certainly makes it sound like it is a literal song. With that background knowledge, let's get back to the Reddit theory. Perhaps there is a sort of magical song, literally, which could kill the White Walkers entirely, and perhaps even Rhaegar knew what it was. There are so many references to Rhaegar singing with his harp, and Rhaegar is first and foremost a singer. He only learned how to fight due to this song, whatever it is. However, in order for the song to be effective, requires the singer themselves to be infused with both fire magic and ice magic. In the show, we know that Targaryens have a special connection with fire, whereas the Starks are said to have a connection with ice, or broadly, winter. Thus, these two bloodlines are infused with fire magic and ice magic. This does not invalidate the Azor Ahai, or the Nissa Nissa theory, because it's clear that sword fighting is a necessary component to defeating the White Walkers, but since there is at least dozens of White Walkers, the likelihood of killing all of them is difficult. In fact, during the Long Night, not all the White Walkers were killed. How they were defeated remains a mystery. Perhaps this is where the song, whatever it is, comes in, and the person imbued with the blood of fire and the blood of ice who sings this song will destroy the White Walkers finally. When you put it this way, the Redditor's theory doesn't sound quite that stupid. In fact, we're kind of on board. The user continues. Besides Rhaegar, we know that Melisandre uses incantations in her rituals. That is the process in which Jon Snow was resurrected by R'hllor, therefore there is precedent for such a procedure of using words to apply magic. Another example in the show is Thoros of Myr, who uses words pertaining to R'hllor to resurrect Beric Dondarrion. We know that words, and consequently songs, can have magical properties, and they are effective if the person performing them are infused or aligned with magic, and perhaps the Song of Ice and Fire is exactly just that. As to who will discover this song, CCTV Bran. I don't think Melisandre knows it, otherwise she would have told Jon Snow already. Rather, Melisandre, the Red Priests, and Maester Aemon knew that the prince that was promised has a song, but they themselves don't know the contents of said song. If we believe this, then there would be people joining hands and singing the song together. But this is Game of Thrones, full of magic, and everything is possible here. Like my video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.